guys, welcome guys to KHALEELA'S TV. It's your girl KHALEELA, and I just wanted to speak to you guys today about a topic that's been circulating in the media with Miss Porsha Williams from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So what to expect from this video? First and foremost, you get the inside scoop. Not really inside scoop because everyone else have the tea, but you get the tea about what's happening with Porsha Williams. For those of you who know, then you know, but for those of you who don't, I just wanted to introduce you guys so that you guys know the situation. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about ways in which we can prevent the Porsha Williams situation from happening to us. All right, so let's jump into it. Porsha Williams is a beautiful, magnificent, energetic being that I loved to watch on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I say loved because I literally gave up watching it a long time ago when Nene Leakes had first left the show and everything like that. And then what started to happen in my own life is I started to have sister wives going on in my own life, and because of that, I had to back up off The Real Housewives of Atlanta and attend to my own personal things I had going on at that time. And with that being said, I never quite returned to The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, like, chime in on an episode here or there or watch some reruns or something, but never quite kept up. Now, Porsha, she's been trending in the media recently because, and I'm going to introduce the characters. There's Porsha on this side, my girl Porsha, beautiful queen, love her. And there's another young lady. Now this young lady, she's new to the cast. I don't know her name. I didn't think to grab her name. I know they mentioned it, but I did not remember her name. But this young lady who was introduced to the cast as a new person on the show, and as viewers on the show, she was introduced to the viewers, so I hear, I did not see this, so I hear, as Porsha's friend. Now, Porsha's friend has a husband named Simon. Now, that's how the cast and everything were introduced and everything like that. Now, Simon is now engaged to be married to Porsha and is divorcing Porsha's friend or cast member. Okay, so basically the tea is Porsha and Simon started to get together behind the young lady's back. Now, let's just compare this to our real life, because with these controversial things, you know, the Porsha tea and everything like that, we all, you know, we like to get a little messy and know the tea, but that's not the purpose of this video. This video isn't to, like, you know, get into the facts and everything like that. If you want to get into the facts, I'll link a video down below that get into all the Porsha and Simon and the other young ladies' tea. Today is to just kind of talk about the situation. So the situation is basically where a friend, now let me backtrack a little bit. I don't want to say that this young lady is a friend with Porsha, because that would be just misinforming you guys. Porsha said we don't know the entire story, and she's going to be letting us know about it in her new TV show and all that good stuff. But just for the sake of conversation, imagine you have a friend, right? And you have a lover, right? And your friend and your lover decide that they want to get married. And now you and your friend, either you and your romantic partner and your lover break up, divorce, separate, or anything like that. Or imagine being the friend who hooks up with another friend's lover, ex, baby father, baby mother, whatever the case may be. So the situation is just a mixy threesome kind of thing going on. Not really a threesome, but like it's just a trio kind of going on where someone is really getting snaked in the entire thing by both sides, right? And I feel like that is just not something that anyone wants to ever go through. So for me today, I'd like to share my advice, my unsolicited advice on how to not have that situation come up and get you. Okay, now again, keep in mind, guys, like, we're dealing with people and we're dealing with friends and lovers. We have no control over people and what they're gonna do. So if someone is bound to do something, they're going to do it no matter how many things that you do. And this list is gonna happen if someone have their mindset to do that. But nonetheless, so of course, tip number one would be keep trustworthy people around you who wouldn't do stuff like this to you, right? But also tip number two, needing to create boundaries. So again, back to myself, I'm the type of person who I loved. When I say love, I mean I lived for a family shindig where my romantic partner would get together, all my friends, all my family, all their friends, all their families, their romantic partners of this, you know, the cousin, sister, mother, wife, auntie said, those situations I live for that. Because for me, I always wanted a big family that they would come together, they'll have, you know, spend holidays together, and we'll just be having fun, you know, like not to like kind of talk crazy, but my family, like, they know how to turn up. So it was just like, okay, well, let's watch my family turn up with your family, your friends with my friend. It was just a lot. But my therapist, what she calls this is enmeshed relationships. She said you have a whole bunch of enmeshed relationships where everybody's in everybody's business, everybody knows everything about everybody, and with those situations, the boundaries become blurred. Because I feel like at some point when Tom knows Peter, Peter knows Paul, Paul knows Julie, and everybody have each other's phone number, everybody's talking to everybody, whatever, people forget or change where their loyalty is going to lie. Right? People may have been loyal to you and they were going to hold you down and blah, blah, blah. But now they met Paul and they like Paul better and they vibe better with Paul, and to hell with you. I mean, it happens, right? It happens. So from my experience, my therapist, again, she calls it enmeshed. So from my experience, I feel like it's about trying to minimize these enmeshed relationships, or try to create structures and boundaries where your needs are constantly being met in these relationships and you're not being walked all over, right? So for me, it's about, like, for me, how it is with my partner. If he wants to go out, he wants to do his thing with his friends, go out, babe, have fun with your friends, do your thing, enjoy your show. But when I choose to go out with my family, when I choose to go out with my friends, I'll see you later, and I'll go out with my friends, I'll go out with my family, I'll have fun, and you know, that's how it's gonna be moving forward. So it could be a suggestion, you don't have to take this advice, but a suggestion could be just kind of learn how to separate the two, right? You and your romantic partner time is for you and your romantic partner. You and your friendship time, it, like, you know, like, keep that with just your friends. These are very important, significant relationships in your life, and just hold them as such, right? Separate. You know, in Jamaica, we always say your right hand don't need to know what your left hand is doing. Your left hand don't need to know what your right hand is doing. So just kind of keep them separate. You know, when you can, if you must, you keep them grouped together, but you of course create those boundaries, you know, for your partner and for your friends as well. All right, now tip number three, so it's trustworthy friends, it's boundaries. Tip number three would be, don't share everything about your life to either party. So I get it. Like, I remember, like, before, I'd always, anything that happened between me and my partner, my best friend, my friends, they'd know. If there's like an issue that comes up, hey girl, how would you handle this because blah 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 blah, or hey dad, how would you handle this because blah blah blah. So everyone else was involved in our relationship, and it wasn't just a relationship between the two of us. And more so, like, if every little situation that popped up for my friend, for my family, and everything like that, I would run to him and I would tell him, and if there is an issue, he would know that there is an issue. But when the resolution came in either relationship, the other party probably wouldn't have known that there was a resolution there if I didn't go further and like said something, you know, and it'll be like, my dad, he's upset with my partner for this or that, in the case, whatever the case may be. And it's like, oh wait, I've been got over that. We've been moved on from that. We've had about 3-4 different hiccups since that one. Is that the one that you remember? You know what I mean? So again, keeping people out of your relationship, keeping your family out of your relationship. Yes, it is good because it does help you with the Porsha Williams situation, but in general as well, it kind of just allows you to keep your private life private. If you do need to get a therapist to vent to talk to, go ahead. If you do need to grab a book so that you can, like, you know, write out your thoughts and just share what you're feeling in that book, it works. You can try that out as well, but try to minimize how much you share about your partner to your friends and family, and try to minimize how much of your friends and, I wouldn't say family, but if you and your girls go on vacation and blah, 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 you don't gotta be like, oh yeah, and she had on this sexy bathing suit. Like, you don't gotta do all of that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we went on vacation, we had fun, blah, blah, you know, and just like kind of keep it light, keep it light, keep it light. I used to be very extra, so yeah, that's just my thing. And another thing, don't be talking about, like, when I say don't talk about either or either, like with your partner, it's not just only about the arguments or the disagreements that you guys have. It's also the good stuff. Oh girl, he was doing this. Oh girl, he did this. Oh girl, he did that. And the list goes on and on and on until she wants your man. But yeah, like, let's just minimize that as well, right? How much we share. Again, we can keep certain things to ourselves. You know, if it's not Instagram picture worthy, then, you know, no one else kind of needs to know it. It's you and your partner's intimate moment. I mean, if it does come up in conversation and it does spill out, then it spills out. You know, you can't take it back then. But if you can implement a system where, you know what, I'm gonna just keep these different parts of my life separate, and like learn what intricate details you need to pull back when having a conversation with someone, and knowing what it is that you're going to share, and not just be in a situation where because they're sharing, you're sharing, and everybody's sharing, and it gets a whole bunch of mix vibes. All right, so guys, thank you for tuning in to KHALEELA'S TV. Don't forget to share your thoughts and comments about the Porsha Williams situation. And for those of you who have been in a situation where your friend and partner may have went off to do God knows what, share what you've done since then to prevent situations like that from happening in the future. Okay, and I don't really want to call anybody out, but if you have been the person who perhaps may have been in a situation where you fell in love with or went off to be with a friend's partner, share how it is that you think people can prevent that moving forward, right? What happened in your situation to kind of cause that, right? Give us some tea, let us know. All right, don't forget to like and share as well. And again, guys, real quick, it is a judgment-free zone, so don't feel like I am judging you guys. I am not judging Porsha. We just want to use these different things that happen on a daily basis that are put in front of our faces so many times as learning tools and not just entertainment. It's just like, what can I take? What piece of information can I take from this experience, right? And not just, oh, I need to laugh about it or anything like that. But nonetheless, love you guys.